Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video, and in this one you've read the title. I'm going to continue my childhood N64 journey. I've done a couple of videos already. If you want to catch up, this is the games as a quick recap that I got as a kid. Started off with Super Mario 64 and I've worked my way up to here so far. I've got another 3 games for you. Not completely fantastic big hitter titles, so to speak, popular ones, but there's one more popular than the other 2, I'd say. But certainly I'm sure you'll appreciate that they meant a lot to me. So let's get started. Picture this, it's around the start of 1998 and I've got some money burning a hole in my pocket and I know I can go uptown and buy myself another game. We used to love that, didn't we? So I'm excited. I get to town, electronics boutique, go in and I see this and I think, yes, that's the one for me. $64.99, boom. Nagano Winter Olympics 98. You're probably thinking, what a crazy guy, he's got all them games to choose from and he chooses this. But you know what, it's a Konami title, and the good solid developers of games, Konami, especially sports games, as you can see on the ISS series, and I loved this. I was into the Winter Olympics anyway, and you know what, this was actually an educational game because I learned so much about certain sports in this game, and I could do them off by heart and watch the TV when the Winter Olympics was on, and it was great. I knew what was going on and I really enjoyed it. It actually got me into Winter Olympic games so much more. I mean, I loved snowboarding, the cool stuff, you know, the ice hockey. I still watch it to this day. Yeah, so this had a lot of the Winter Olympics type of sports in it. To be honest with you, in this game, the curling was probably my favourite. I'd just sit there hour after hour playing the curling, and it got so challenging towards the as the bracket shortened, you got towards the final. It was fantastic. It's unforgiving, like this. The controls in this are unforgiving. If you throw one the curls wrong, you're doomed. I've tried it now and I just haven't got the time to put into this to master it anymore. But I can assure you, when I was a kid, I must have ploughed hours into perfecting this, as you probably all know yourselves. It's funny, isn't it? As you get older, you just don't have the concentration and the will to stick to a game and really get used to it again. It's a shame, really. I mean, a funny story, like recently I've just been talking to my collector mate Dave, and he's into N64 as well, and he actually said as a throwaway comment that he was buying some cheap sports games and this was one of them. Isn't it funny how it works out? $64.99 to be in a throwaway game. It's amazing, quite sad really. Yeah, I mean, it feels like an arcade game. And actually the skiing handles really well. There's a big slalom and stuff like that. When you're ducking and diving and weaving through the course, the luge as well. That's fantastic. I'll show you the game from the back so you can see. Yeah, I mean, it's even got some cool music and intro as well. You've got your countries to play as. Really good stuff, that one. Yeah. Probably played that well into 1999, but I'll admit, like, by 1999 that was probably one of the least that I went to after that, but I did get my money's worth out of it at the start. So secondly, it's probably the first racer in this list. Yep it is. And this one is Top Gear Rally. Now this is one I hammered with my friends. I used to go around to his house, he lived around the corner from me, and I'd take this and we'd go 1v1. So good. It's proper arcadey style, but again, if you don't get used to the controls pretty quickly, you can get left behind on it. But when you do master it, it's really good. And you've got like the option to choose your car, choose the setups. Not that I knew what I was doing when I was a kid, but I always used to stick to the same format if it worked for me. And yeah, I used to play these tracks over and over again. I think it was 5. It says on the back there, nine cars, 5 intense tracks. So they were good settings of tracks. And I can remember playing the time trial mode, just trying to perfect on each one. To be honest with you, a lot of the time I spent on this game as well was just doing the cars up. It had like a modification mode where you could design your own paintwork. I just spend hours on that, just doing what like, I don't know, like stuff that I enjoyed back in the day, like kids' toys and that. I'd do the markings on the car and stuff like that. Yeah, great fun. Actually, this game was the reason I actually got the LX4 steering wheel. think it was LX4, might have been Gamester. I don't have the steering wheel now, and I probably won't get it because it's a big bulky thing. But your steering wheel and your pedals, and yeah, like it felt like I was like driving a real car to me as a kid with this, drifting around the corners and stuff in the snow. Fantastic. You could even choose your weather on some of the arcade modes, so you could have sunny, fog, snow. Yeah, the snow was probably the fun course for me. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I don't think, going off memory, I had this variation of the box. I had this version. See, with the black border. I don't know if any of you were aware, but there was display boxes, and certain companies would just put a barcode over a sticker. I don't know if you can make out underneath it says display box, and they would sell them like that. And I'm sure mine was that version as well. Just a little tidbit for you there. And finally, certainly not last but certainly not least, should I say, another racer style game, and this is probably the one that you'll be mostly aware of. It's an absolute gem on this N64. This Waverace 64. Yeah, I remember getting this, and you know when you boot up a game, has anyone else like this? When you first get a new game, you boot it up. I always let the intro run because I always want to see what it is. I mean, some people just skip it, but even just on the first boot up, I always watch it, and the intro for this is gorgeous. It really sets the tone for the game. I mean, you've got beautiful like scenery, beautiful water effects. You've got the dolphins chasing the guys on the jet skis, making the dolphin noises. You've got the sun glistening off the water. It's superb. I spent hours and hours just playing on the time trial, but not trying to do the time trial themselves. I would do that, but sometimes on time trials I just let it time up and just go around the course myself, like exploring and enjoying the water effects. But obviously the stunt modes and stuff in this were great. I mean, I would push the characters to the absolute max, and usually end up like flying off the jet ski, which is quite funny. Yeah, I mean, you have a little bit of a variation in this game as well. You can, a bit like Top Gear Rally, you can choose what kind of jet ski you want, and little like handling setups and the different characteristics of the riders themselves. I always preferred the guy that's obviously the main guy there, but yeah, if you wanted to mix it up a bit, you could always choose them. It's such a great title. It's a shame they haven't continued this IP. I know the Nintendo made one on the GameCube, but I think it's gone since then. I don't think they've made another one. I think there was like 9 courses on this, all different types. Yeah, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So there we go, people. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know there wasn't too much excitement in that, but I'm liking and I'm enjoying cataloguing my N64 journey. It's a good blast to the past for me, and another 3 games there I've really enjoyed talking about, and I really enjoyed as a kid. So next time I think there's maybe 1 or 2 big hitters that you'll definitely recognise. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to doing that video next time for you. So as ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.